change and stress.
Good morning. First, let me welcome you to your first week of college. I hope you've settled in a little bit. We're so happy to have you here. This orientation session is about the changes you can expect this year and how you can best deal with them. Our focus is on how you can stay happy and healthy as you begin this new chapter in your lives. It's a time of excitement and of learning, but it may also involve some stress. And stress, if not handled properly, can lead to depression and illness. As a professor in the School of Social Work, I can give you some background. Back in 1967, psychiatrists Thomas Holmes and Richard Ray decided to look into the effect that major life changes might have on health. They studied health records and identified some events that seemed to be linked to illness. They then asked patients about how stressful they found those events. Their research suggests that both good and bad changes can cause stress and increase your chances of getting an illness. Whether it's a death in the family or getting accepted to the college of your choice, change is hard. It turns out that the changes that cause the most stress are different at different stages of life. For a high school student, changes like failing a class or not getting accepted to a sports team can feel like a major crisis. Now you're in college, and you're going through other changes. You're away from family and friends, and you're meeting new people. You're going to be learning new things and having new experiences. This is an exciting time. But it's also a stressful time because of that. The top 5 sources of stress for college students are changes in sleeping habits, vacations or school breaks, changes in eating habits, increased workload, and new responsibilities. These things don't sound very serious, but they can be hard to handle. 4 years from now, when you graduate from college, you will face other big changes. Many of you will get steady jobs, get married, have children, and experience the death of someone you love. Learning how to handle the stress those changes bring is a necessary life skill. So, what can we do? Well, we can't avoid change, and so we can't avoid stress. What matters is how we handle the stress. One thing you can do is stop worrying about things you can't control, like what classes you have to take. Try to look at change as a positive challenge, a way to grow and to learn. Prepare as well as you can for things like starting a new class or, later in life, starting a new job. Set realistic goals. Don't try to take on too much too fast. For example, you may not want to take too many classes or join too many clubs at once. If you feel stressed, talk to your roommate or your advisor here at school, or call a family member or friend. And some of the most important things you can do are exercise, eat a healthy diet, and get a good night's sleep. Over time, most of us will adapt to almost any change, good or bad. What we'd like you to take away from this session are some ideas for how to adapt to those changes more easily.